A bottomless black hole suddenly appeared on the prairie, with eerie sounds emanating from within. Jack tentatively threw a stone into it but heard no echo whatsoever. He then tried reaching his hand inside, but the moment he made contact with the hole, strange images flashed through his mind. He saw his wife standing motionless in the living room, staring straight ahead. Everything felt as real as if it were actually happening. But when the scene shifted, a blinding light suddenly flashed. Startled, Jack jerked his arm back and scrambled away. Black spots appeared on his hand but quickly vanished. He hurried away from the sight. When he returned home, the visions he'd seen earlier played out exactly as they had appeared, as if he'd glimpsed the future. The next day, Jack returned to the hole, attempting to bury this terrifying anomaly. There was no response from within. To uncover its secrets while keeping it hidden from others, he tried covering the opening with a tarp, but it was immediately swallowed up. That afternoon, a young woman approached his farm, claiming she wanted to buy it at a high price. Yet her clothing suggested she was far from wealthy. Moreover, with the strange hole on his property, Jack ignored her and walked away with his son. But the woman didn't leave. Instead, she pitched a tent near his ranch and settled in. Jack found it peculiar. Why was she so determined to buy his farm? Had she discovered the secret of the black hole? That very night, Jack's son lost control and killed someone. Overwhelmed and at a loss, he brought the body home. When Jack saw what had happened, he retreated to his room to think. Not wanting his granddaughter to lose her father at such a young age, he decided to help them solve this crisis. Jack wrapped the corpse in a carpet, planning to dispose of it in the hole. He soon stood before the black hole and, without hesitation, threw the body in. He thought this would conceal his son's crime, but in the next instant, a blinding light shone down on him. Jack thought the police had discovered him, but upon closer inspection, he realized it was the woman who wanted to buy his ranch. She had witnessed everything he'd just done. Racked with guilt and fear, Jack didn't know how to react. He stood frozen, breathing heavily. The woman spoke in a string of strange words that Jack couldn't understand. He didn't notice he'd backed up to the edge of the hole. The woman stepped closer and closer, then suddenly shoved Jack into the black hole.